Okay, you're going through a series of unfortunate events right now. You feel like the unluckiest person alive right now, is how this is feeling. You feel cursed by the universe, okay? You don't understand that you are actually the luckiest you have ever been in your life, okay? There is something so divinely guided happening in your life right now. And in order for that to come into fruition, everything in your life has to burn to the ground. Okay? It's like in order for this soil to be what it needs to be, they had to like turn it into fertilizer. Is that? Am I? That's a bad analogy. Okay, we're moving on from that. But seriously, there were a lot of things like clogging. Like, sorry, I hate that word. That's so disgusting. But clogged. Your spiritual pipes were, your manifestation pipes were clogged due to, and I feel like a lot of it is relationships, is other people in your life. Everything is burning to the ground right now, okay? I am talking like health issues that you've been ignoring for years. That spirit is being like, okay, get a hold of this right now because something's coming for you and you need to be ready. Okay? So that's why we're going to make you feel fucking sick all the time because you got to get your thyroid looked at. Okay? And then I'm not diagnosing anyone. I just threw that out there. Okay? I'm not diagnosing your thyroid. Stop. Um, or you're stuck at a dead end job. And so all of a sudden you get fired or something happens where you have to leave that job, okay? Or you were always meant to live somewhere else, live in a different part of the country, a different part of the world. And so you lose your housing and you're forced to like go on a journey. That's what this is giving, but it's almost like it's everything everywhere all at once. It's hitting you from all sides, from behind, from I'm just kidding, but kind of. From all dimensions, okay? And so you feel like, what the fuck? And I feel like you've been kind of cursing God out, universe out. I mean, as you should. I do too. When things go bad, I'm like, seriously? And they're like, calm down, babe. I got you. And it usually works out, okay? But that's what's happening right now. But I am telling you, it's almost like there's a fucking thread. And I know that always comes up, like the red thread, the divine thread, okay? It's like, ooh. But there is something seriously pulling you towards one of the most crazy things that will ever happen to you in your life. And I don't fully know what it is because they wouldn't tell me. They would not tell me. Okay. But all I know is after the tower, after this shitstorm of everything that is clearing out of your life, is the star. Okay. With the magician right underneath it. It's like there is something. I feel like this collective, you're very talented with something, and I feel like it has to do with art. I really feel like it has to do with art, okay? Or the way you express yourself. It could be dance, it could be movement with the body, or painting is very significant, or a piano player. There's something here with your talents when it comes to the way you create or express yourself, or whatever form that is. So, have you seen, what freaking movie is that? Where they go to the great beyond? You know that movie, that cartoon? In the cartoon, when people zone out, they go to the zone. You know what I mean? And it's like this like other dimension and they're all in there just like zoning out. Whatever makes you do that in your life, this is tied to that. Okay? And I'm telling you that right now. This is tied to that. Or at least in some way this is tied to that. This opportunity that's coming in is going to make it so that you can do that all the time. And I know this sounds so cheesy. Please use your fucking discernment. I don't want to feed into delusion and tell you all of your troubles are going to be over tomorrow. Okay? Because life is life. Shit will continue to hit the fan until we hit the fan and die. You know what I mean? Sorry. Speaking of death came out so many times. Like I think I have 3 decks out here. Every single one. Okay? Death, That's what I mean, is there is a total clearing of your life. And the reason that it feels like this is happening to you and not for you is because it's happening all at once. Okay. So you are losing friends, you are losing relationships, you are losing jobs, you are losing housing, like health issues up the ass. Okay. It's things are going awry, and spirit can feel you panicking. Spirit can feel you freaking the actual fuck out right now. I feel like this collective in general, you do suffer from anxiety. That is something that, like, you're in your head a lot. And so spirit wants to bring this in as reassurance. And again, they're not telling me what it is because they also think that will give you anxiety. But they're bringing you in reassurance, like surrender into this death. Okay? Surrender into it. Allow everything that's falling out of your life right now to go. Don't attach to it, okay? There is something, I'm so serious, so divinely guided. Make smart choices. Again, don't be deluge and be like, fuck my job, fuck my house, fuck my car. Okay? Please play smart in the game of life. Like, surrender into what you can't control, okay? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that needs to be your motto right now, okay? If things are falling out of your life, if people are like, I don't like you anymore, I don't want to talk to you ever again, be like, okay, thank you, I love you, good wishes, goodbye, okay? If your boss is like, I fucking hate you and you need to start looking for another job, start looking for another job. That was something else, though, that I was going to bring up. You need to be applying, if you are applying to jobs, or like whatever it is, an art contest, an internship, a fucking retreat. Smartly, we're not going to spend our life savings on a retreat, okay? But you need to be doing that. Applying to school, applying for a scholarship, applying. There is something here that right now, like I said, you are the luckiest you've ever been. You just don't see it because everything's going to shit. But the reason that everything is going to shit is because you are so lucky right now. Does that make sense? Like, people are falling out of your life because you're lucky, because they've got to go, because things are coming your way that they can't be here for, okay? Like, you're losing your job right now because you're lucky. Because if you didn't, you would have never applied for that job that turns out to be your dream job that flies you all over the fucking world to do your biggest passion. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what this is this series of unfortunate events is actually a series of very fucking fortunate events. Okay, so please trust the process. Please be smart in the process. Okay, like I said, play smarts. But there is something seriously life-changing coming your way, so allow what's falling out of your life right now to fucking fall out, okay? Oh, by the way, wolves are very significant for this collective. I feel like that could be like your animal guide, okay? We have a cheetah here too, but there's something very dogs, wolves. What's that big dog on that one movie, The Never-Ending Story? Or is he a dragon? You know the one? He's like a dog dragon. Is he a dog or is he a dragon?